So have you been boiled lately at all? Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always good to connect with you midweek. Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're driving safe. That question for you again. Have you been boiled at all lately? You're thinking cooking? I have something else to share. If you have a computer and you've watched any videos at all, you've seen this video by now. It's a clip from a TV show called Britain's Got Talent. It's like a talent show run by the same people who run the show American Idol. You have a series of judges and some rock star wannabes who come out and have their 30 seconds of fame, and most of them don't make it much farther than that stage. A number of years ago, there was a woman who came on Britain's Got Talent named Susan Boyle. She was a 47-year-old in a TV show that was made for 20-year-olds. Her hairstyle and fashion looked way out of date. And of course, when she walked out on that stage, the judges all kind of rolled their eyes, and the studio did exactly the same thing. All of the studio audience just thinking, what is she doing up there? And then she opened her mouth, and she began to sing. And she sounded like a songbird. She sounded like a seasoned professional opera star. Following that show, Susan Boyle went on to a great career in music, and she's made some albums and all that by now. Boy, that was quite a moment for her in her life. But here's the thing. When people first looked at her, whether they were the judges or the studio audience, they all evaluated her from what they were seeing, and all of them thought, she doesn't belong. She doesn't fit. She's not what we were looking for. Even Simon, the judge who always has the harshest comments, well, he was ready to unleash on her when she was done. And then she opened her mouth and she showed them what she could do. Now, friends, I have a little phrase I like to use when we tend to evaluate somebody by what we see on the outside. I like to say, you've been boiling again. Susan Boiling, that is, evaluating people based on what you see. And here's why this all matters for us. Because we have a story in the Bible that's very much a Susan Boyle kind of story. Comes out of the book of 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel 16, as a matter of fact. It's the story of Samuel the priest trying to decide who will be the next king of Israel. God sent him to anoint a young man, and Samuel looks at one of David's brothers and says, that's the next king. He's perfectly suited for it. Looks great on the outside. But God whispered in Samuel's heart and said, not that one, and not the next one, and not the next one. Anoint the kid. Because God looks at the heart. That's the verse exactly. It says, man looks at the outward appearance while God looks at the heart. And here's the question for you, friends. Have you ever found yourself to be evaluating someone or something simply based on physical appearance? On first evaluations, first judgments, kind of making a snap call like, I think I know this person because of what I'm seeing right now? We've all done it at some point in time. Well, friends, I just call that getting boiled, meaning you've been Susan Boiled. You thought you knew something about a person or a situation and didn't really know what was going on in the heart. Everyone standing in that circle that day would have looked at King David and thought, he's just a kid. He's a shepherd boy. He tends sheep for a living. He smells funny. Meanwhile, God says he has the heart I'm looking for. He might not have all the skill set, and he might not look all that kingly and royal to you. The robe won't fit yet, but believe me, someday that kid is going to make a great king. He has the heart I'm looking for. Because God always evaluates differently than we evaluate. God doesn't look at simply the outward appearance. God looks at the heart. And when you and I evaluate by outward appearance, friends, at some point in time, you're going to get boiled. It happens always. So may you evaluate the same way that God evaluates. May you look at the heart, not only others' hearts, but your own heart. That's where God's eyes are. Friends, I hope that's a good lesson for you. It certainly has been a good lesson for me in my life. Please stay safe on those roads out there. Take care. God bless. Have a great week. Bye-bye.